Sunset's final, fiery painting. Have you ever watched the sky put on its amazing evening show of colors and wondered what happens right after the final bow? After the last fiery red has faded? This is the story of that magical, quiet moment. Every evening, the sky had a visitor named Sunset. Sunset was a brilliant and passionate artist. He would arrive with a palette of the most vibrant colors imaginable, fiery reds, electric oranges, and deep royal purples. For a glorious hour, he would paint the entire sky with his beautiful, chaotic energy, splashing clouds with color and setting the horizon ablaze. It was the most exciting part of the day, but Sunset was a messy artist. When his work was done, he would leave streaks of bright, loud color everywhere. The sky was still buzzing with his energy. It was too bright and too loud for the shy, quiet stars to come out. It was not yet time for the night's deep, peaceful sleep. As Sunset took his final bow and dipped below the horizon, a new visitor would arrive. Her name was Twilight. She was not a painter. She was a tidier. She was quiet and gentle, and she carried a soft, dusky cloak, the color of deep indigo. "What a beautiful mess!" Twilight would whisper, with a soft smile. Her job was not to create a spectacle, but to bring a gentle hush to the world. Slowly and gracefully, she would begin her work. She would take the last loud streaks of fiery red and gently blend them into a soft, sleepy rose color. She would gather the bright, buzzing oranges and soothe them into a warm, gentle apricot. She would take the deep purples and soften their edges until they melted into the growing darkness. She moved through the sky like a quiet lullaby, not erasing Sunset's beautiful painting, but lovingly tidying it away. With her dusky cloak, she would gently sweep up the last bits of scattered light, tucking them away so they could rest and be ready for the morning. With every gentle sweep of her cloak, the world below would respond. The birds would sing their final sleepy notes. The busy bees would return to their hives. The flowers would curl up their petals, ready for a long, peaceful rest. Finally, when all the loud colors were tidied away and the sky was a deep, calm and peaceful indigo, Twilight's work was almost done. She had created a perfect, quiet canvas, and then the first star, feeling safe in the quiet, would bravely peek out with a tiny twinkle. Then another and another. Soon the entire sky was filled with their gentle, sparkling light. The moon would rise, casting its silvery glow upon a world that was now ready for dreams. Twilight had not created a loud painting like Sunset, but she had created something just as important, a deep and endless peace. She had learned that every big, exciting adventure needs a quiet, gentle ending to make way for a night of sweet, wonderful dreams. And while Twilight tucked the world into its quiet, starry bed, a clever little beetle in a moonlit garden was learning a very different lesson about what it means to play a game fairly. Subscribe to Storiella so you can join him for his big race.